New this morning, hundreds of firefighters and at least 25 ambulances responded to this 6-alarm fire in Pittsburgh overnight. Now 8 people, including 2 firefighters, are hospitalized for that smoke inhalation after fire broke out at the large apartment building. Several others were treated at the scene. Police say none of the injuries are life-threatening. A Fargo woman is accused of threatening someone in an apartment with a sharp object and then threatening officers. It happened Tuesday night in the 900 block of 42nd Street South. Officers say it took nearly an hour to get this woman, Andrea Respects Nothing, to come out of the apartment. That is her real name. They say she was holding sharp objects and ignored repeated commands to stop approaching the officers. A judge is now ordering another mental health evaluation for the man accused of holding a woman at gunpoint and trying to kidnap her outside of a Hillsborough subway back in July. Now that victim got away and ran to a gas station for help. Trail County officials said at the time that 62-year-old Mark Wayby was under a doctor's care and was taken to a Fargo hospital for evaluation.
Fargo City Commissioner Dave Pepcorn under fire for his comments made this week. The Fargo Native American Commission called out his behavior at a meeting yesterday, and they say they're not alone. Pepcorn was speaking about Fargo's Engagement Center, the building next to City Hall, which is meant to help the homeless population and those with chemical and alcohol dependencies. His comments referenced an intoxicated Native American sleeping next to a building.
I wonder if this is what the residents of Fargo wish to see in their leadership. Leaders who would abandon those most in need because they've made a personal judgment about whether those people's lives are worth saving.
We reached out to Pepcorn for comment, but have not yet heard back. Just ahead on the Valley today, the Honor Flight veteran that his fellow soldiers were talking about. We'll have that when we come back.
Plus, it's a must-see on your next trip to Washington, D.C. Stay right here. This is the Valley today.